Yeah. Nando Q in the motherfucking house.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, man, I'm Nando Q, Blood, Sweat, and Tears music family. I'm out here repping from North County, dog. So, you know, just doing my thing, man. 13 years in the game. Shit. It's been a long ride, so.
That's right. Shit, well, I want to tell the story on how I met you, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I was following you already on Facebook, you know, and then I was seeing a few things that you did with the Dago Freshman.
Okay.
And I went to the Mexicans Making Moves album release party.
Okay.
And you were right there geared up, you know, with the Blood, Sweat, and Tear gear.
Oh, the jersey, yeah.
Yeah. And
that's
then,
right.
You're the first person I seen. I was like, "What's up, man?" Yeah. And we started chopping it up right there.
Yeah.
And so you were on Mexicans Making Moves.
Yeah,
How many songs did you do?
I had a single, Target in the Scope, and I just released the single, man. It was probably just a song I did. I was in a little mood, like in my Tupac mind state at that time. Really, you know, just trying to go after everybody. And yeah, I mean, Obi, Obnoxious, was putting that together. Submitted the track, he was feeling it, and it ended up putting it on there. So yeah, I just had that one, but that's probably one of my favorite songs I've done, you know, in a minute, man.
Who's the producer for that?
It's the homie Ham on the beat, man. He's actually doing a little bit of time right now, so shout out to Ham, man. Keep your head up, boy. I know you're gonna be home soon. But yeah, he's a little youngster out here. He was just he's out here from Oceanside, man. He was just up and coming. I met him through one of his primos, and then yeah, man, he shot me the beat. And yeah, just the way shit worked out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's how that happened, man.
Yeah, shit. I submitted a track to there too. I didn't get on. Maybe that already had a lot of people on it anyway.
Yeah, it was a pretty big compilation, man. It was a cool little thing he was doing. You know what I'm saying? That project was cool. There was a lot of good artists. And honestly, dog, it was cool because it connected a lot of artists, man. Yeah. That's how I started messing with Weddle Local. I mean, you heard, you know, a lot of people that didn't know who I was kind of, you know, branched out and started hearing me more, reaching out and started connecting with people like that too, you know. So it was a cool little compilation.
Another thing too, man, is like, so I was chopping it up with you inside of I forgot what bar.
It was like Buffalo Wild Wings or some shit like that, yeah.
So I was chopping it up with you. I go to my car, I come back because I had some cards, and then you were with Lazy Bone walking in the building like after you guys went to go eat.
Yeah, with Lazy, that's the big homie, man. I was with Sonny Casanova and from Sonny Casanova from Sour City, and then obviously Lazy came through. But yeah, man, I just been blessed, man, and that whole Lazy thing came from the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, man. That's through Graham. Graham's his artist. So you know, Graham's a Mo Thug artist, so you know that kind of connected, and then just getting the relationship with Lazy, you know. When he's around, man, he knows us, so he shows love, man. He takes care of us, dog. So it's kind of cool to it's a trip sometime, man. You know what I'm saying, man? We grew up to Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. One of my favorite groups of all time, bro. So to see Lazy and to actually be, know Lazy and interact with Lazy like that, man, it's a cool thing, you know. So he gives up a lot of game and a lot of positive, feedback, and he fucks with us, man, and that's the cool thing, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna go back right now to the day with Freshman.
Yeah.
Talk to the big homie. He said if it ain't me, it can't be done. And a win for Title Wamos, so go ahead and kill him with that venomous tongue.
I got nominated,
Shout out
man.
to the
Someone
ones
that
before me that
nominated
helped
me
pave
to
the way.
submission.
All love.
I never really been big on those whole list things and trying to make those things and when people come out with the top 25 Dago artists and all that shit. But yeah, when Land did that, man, it was cool. The year before, Graham had got on it, and he won. He was on the first edition of the Dago Freshman. The homie DM Dub and a couple other cats were on there. But yeah, when I got submitted, I got submitted, and man, I ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And then people that fucked with me really was pushing. You know what I'm saying? I was probably one of the top. Probably the one that was locked in on the top on the voting for the whole time, so when I won, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool little experience to be a part of, man. Obviously it connected us with other people. That's when I met Hardini, other cats that I didn't really know from Dago. So you know, it kind of connected us there. And then I got a lot more light, like you said, people like, you know, yourself see me, a lot of other cats too that kind of knew who I was, but didn't really know me, kind of got onto me a little bit more on that part. So it was a cool experience, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool little thing to do.
That's right.
You know, it was fun, man, the freestyles, and then just doing the ciphers down there with them at the, what was it called? The fly yard or something like that.
Where was the video taking that you were
freestyling it?
Yeah, freestyling.
It was at that a clothing store. What's that? The line, man. I forget, man. I'm trying to draw a blank. The fly something or it's a Dago brand, man. I kind of feel fucked up, so I don't remember the name right now. But yeah, it was at their store, man. So they opened it up for us. So that's where like the hats and everything, the backdrops that we were in, that was in that clothing store. So yeah, that's where that was at. So it was cool, man. It was right there in I want to say like out in National City too, dog, or somewhere around there, man. It was down in Dago though, but it was cool. It was a cool little experience, man, because everybody kind of tripped out because I brought my little freestyle and some of the stuff I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like us in McDonald's, man, we really don't get that chance to shine, and so I kind of took advantage of the opportunity and really brought us to light. So they you know, they were feeling it, man. A lot of them fools were fucking with it, man. They was really digging the, you know, the freestyle and even with the ciphers and shit. So it was cool, man. It was a good, like I said, it was a fun experience.
Yeah. So BSTMF, I had hit you up because I was doing my podcast, the Panic Zone, and I asked you about if you could do me a favor and sponsor my podcast, and you did, man, and I appreciate that to the fullest.
Hell yeah, man, it was good.
But let everybody know what's up with BST, you know.
Oh, Blood, Sweat, and Tears music family, man. That's really just the whole circle. It was started by Graham. You know what I'm saying? That was the label he started a long time ago. I was in a position a while ago where I had left a certain label, was kind of just on my own. Graham started kind of reaching out, and I was dropping little freestyles here and there just to kind of stay relevant. You know, he felt it, so he brought me on board. You know what I'm saying? We got aboard. I joined the team, and then we've been running it since. I'm the right hand, so I mean, it's really just it's the circle, man. We got the, you know what I'm saying? We got the clothing line. We're relaunching, probably like spring. We're gonna relaunch the whole stuff. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's just it's a family, man. I know everybody trip out because we out there saying the mafia. You know, that's how we look at it. It's no thug or nothing like that stuff. It's more like a family. You know what I'm saying? Family oriented thing that we do. But yeah, man, it's the mafia. You know, it's the Blood, Sweat, and Tears mafia, man. We out there moving, dog. And like I said, it's me, Graham, and J Bug. So you know, we got a lot of stuff coming this new year, man. It's gonna be hitting hard.
And the clothing, like I was saying earlier about the clothing when I had bumped into you at the album release for that Mexicans Making Moves, you had a jersey.
Yeah.
A lot of people are on the quality of clothing, you know what I mean? They want quality.
Yeah.
And that jersey right there, that was on point. I remember I was asking you like, hey, where I get that?
Yeah, we have the site, man. We're relaunching the site, bloodsweatandtears.com. But yeah, that was like a special edition we were doing at the time, so only a few of us got them, you know, certain people out even that had purchased them or whatnot. But yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming out, just relaunching that thing. But yeah, man, it's like you said, man, the clothing, it goes hand in hand with the music, man. People want to see, you know, rock what their artist is wearing and stuff like that. So you know, the jersey, yeah, I still got my jersey, man. That was a limited edition made for me, you know. So, but yeah, man, those jerseys were hitting, man. And like you said, it takes time to find good quality material and product that people want to see. So, you know, it got a lot of attention, man. So hopefully we relaunch those jerseys too. But that's a lot. Can't tell you everything that's coming out.
I wanted to ask about your style of rapping. You got like a unique style of rapping, you know what I mean? How did you develop your style? Who did you grow up listening to?
I mean, I grew up listening to, you know, Pac, you know, Too Short, you know, Brother Lynch was a big influence. J.O. Felony was even one of my favorites. Lil CS from, you know, Hometown Heroes. But yeah, man, I grew up on a lot of West Coast. I always was into the Dirty South stuff too, you know, Outkast, No Limit and all that stuff. So when I decided to start rapping, man, it was just like I tell everybody, man, it comes with time before you find your flow, man. It took me a while to kind of adapt it to the style that I had, but I always kind of, when I started hitting the scene, man, I always, my goal was to always be different, you know, even though I'm Mexican, you know, and everyone expects that Chicano rap and us to come out, you know, sounding like the Little Robs and Shadow and all that stuff. I always wanted to be different and kind of separate myself, because I always felt like I could take it to a higher platform and stuff, you know, if I really tried. So it was just developing my stuff. I mean, obviously, then when I started messing with Graham, Graham kind of helped, you know, develop the style a little bit too. Just gave some pointers. So it's just, you know, with time, man, and dedication, you know, it's just, you know, playing with certain beats and playing with certain just sounds and flows. It all kind of come together, you know. The high pitched little voice that I get sometimes, you know, is just kind of my signature little sound. So yeah, man, it just came with the development, man, and just keep practicing. Like I tell everybody when they ask me, man, I always tell everybody, just keep writing, keep practicing, keep freestyling, man, and until you feel like, you know, you're comfortable, man. You got to be comfortable with the flow so it comes out, you know, fluently, and just, you know, sounds, you know, like it's you and stuff. So yeah, it took time, man, and you know, I really kind of practiced my craft, you know, just to develop to my flow where it's at now, to get, you know, like you said, like attention from people, to kind of stand out. So.
And what about your first recordings? Where did you start recording, or was it in studios? Or
man, I grew up, like I said, man, people don't, you know, some people know, some people don't. Like, I grew up in this, you know, in Ramona, a small town, and, you know, up in North County, up in the mountain type shit. Right then, my first recordings was, man, we used to do the with the stereos when you had the karaoke side. That's really where my first recording started, with one of the homies in 10th grade, man. It was just getting the tapes, recording, plugging the mics in, and then just at that time, like I said, we didn't have the equipment to pause and go back like we do now, like in the studio. So it was really like we had to rap the verse that we had, you know, one time, make sure we didn't screw up. If we did, it was, you know, eject, rewind, record over the thing again, start over. And then I ended up connecting with some kid up there that had like a little kind of studio that was getting into the production type of thing in his little garage. So once we moved from that, I went there. And then, yeah, man, after that, I stopped, dog, in high school. Probably like for 5 years after high school, I stopped rapping. And then once I picked it back up, man, it was one of my boys, Cheese at the time. He had his home studio, because all him and his boys were recording. So yeah, just like everybody, man, closets, you know, living rooms, you know what I'm saying? And then as years went and people started getting, you know, kind of noticing me and hearing some of the stuff when I started releasing it, you know, certain fools with studios, you know, so then it just started with, you know, getting into actual studios, you know, to the point where it's at now, you know. So I've been through the struggle with everybody, you know what I'm saying, from cassette tapes to now being, you know, like I said, like you were talking about, in professional studios with some good industry quality sound, you know. So I mean, yeah, it's been a long time, man.
I wanted to ask you about the anniversary. Yeah, I like that shit. I like the video. I like the song.
Thank you.
The remake.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people listen to songs because of it's an older song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was produced by the homie Delano Sounds, man. Shout out to Delano Sounds. And honestly, dog, he sent that beat, he made it, and he sent it to me and another cat, Jay Rude, out here from Oceanside, to kind of collab on some more like, you know, some kind of like some weed shit type of stuff. Like, kind of, it wasn't really, the original idea wasn't supposed to be what it was. We never really worked on it and kind of connected. So I was just sitting one day and I forgot I had the beat, and then I wrote it right here with Graham, you know what I'm saying? We were sitting here listening, going through some stuff, and then he kind of came up with the little hook part. I started writing more, like, you know, obviously it's dedicated, that's my wife in the video. So I kind of made it more towards, you know, I geared it to talking about mine and her relationship. So once it went together, man, it was, you know, that's when Anniversary got created, you know what I'm saying? We dropped it on, did I drop it on the anniversary? No, more like around my birthday last year, but yeah, I mean, that was her song, you know, that I kind of wrote for her. We were going through some stuff at the time, so it was just something that I kind of wanted to do for her. And yeah, man, it's gotten some attention. You know what I'm saying? It was on. It got played on 95.7. Shout out to the kid Reckless. He heard the record. Excuse me, and he dug it. You know, he spun it a few times on the radio, so it caught a little bit of attention. You know what I'm saying? And it showed a different side of me, man, that people didn't really expect or understand. You know, kind of know. So. When I did that, like that was probably like my first real like radio single that I did. And then the video, you know, shot by Ray G. Shout out to Ray G, man. That's the video dude. Yeah, man, it was just a real, you know, that's the first video my wife ever decided to be in all these years that she's been behind me in the music stuff. So it was only right to have her in there because it was her song. You know, I don't think she wanted any other girl in there, you know, trying to play her or something like that. So. You know, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? It was a real beautiful thing, the setting, just the way the video came out. We got a lot of love from that, man. A lot of attention, and you know, that's still that's probably one of my favorite songs I've ever done, man.
And it kind of gives people like it's okay, because like, you know, everybody trying to be the hardest motherfucker out there. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like, oh shit, it's okay because homie's a G. You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm gonna do me something like that. Cause you got Snoop Dogg, you know, he's married, you know, you got a few.
I had a lot of homies at the time, man, were trying to like not buy it, but just like, bro, like, I want to do something, made them want to do something for their lady, and like, you know what I'm saying. When I did it, like you said, it was a track, even though it was written for my wife and us. Like it's something you could play, like for you to your lady, you know, type of thing. It's something that, you know, you could play to your loved one, you know, just kind of at that time. You know, just to kind of show some love, man, and yeah, like it was a good thing, man. I got a lot of good positive feedback from it, and like I said, it inspired a lot of other homies to kind of like you said, kind of soften up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, done there with the gangster tracks. I mean, I still got my hard shit, but you know, I still whoop some ass, but yeah, man, it's just, you know what I'm saying, man. It gets to a point, dog, when you start been doing it for so long, you gotta you gotta come different. You know what I'm saying? And that right there was, at the end of the day, everybody, you know, we're doing this for a reason, dog, and that you know was meant to be on the radio. It got on the radio. So yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful thing the way that one played out. My boy, shout out to Peyton too. It's Pate. He sung the hook, so he killed them vocals on that one, man. So it was just a beautiful thing, man.
So back to Lazy Bone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got friends like that are in the industry. You know, what kind of guidance have you got from people like Lazy? You know,
I mean, really, dude, it's just it's a lot of, like, with Lazy, man. I remember one night we were downtown, and I was probably outside the club with him for like an hour, or we were blazing, whatever. And just that, you know, that he likes to give cool thing about Lazy, man. He likes to give up game and just some inspirational insight. You know what I'm saying? Positivity to you to kind of just open your eyes and make it, you know, make you kind of realize. Obviously, he's been in the game forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that guidance and not going down a path that, you know, the right path is what he's trying to show, you know. So, I mean, just kind of making sure that you're constantly working, staying relevant. Don't be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, show different sides, you know what I'm saying. With Graham, it's really just, you know, kind of get out your comfort zone, and as the artist type of thing is what he pushes me to do is, you know, kind of step out and venture out and different sounds. Don't be afraid to, you know, don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to just, you know, to try something new, man. So, you know, taking all that in consideration, that's why a lot of the music that I've been doing lately is a lot different than what people are normally used to hearing me, you know, do and stuff. So
kind of reinventing.
Yeah, you gotta reinvent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of reinvent the image and reinvent the music, and you know, you just gotta come with different stuff to kind of stay in, you know, in the light. You know, so. I mean, there's always that, you know, you're always going to go back to what you're comfortable with, the West Coast, you know, the gangster shit, whatever, hard-ass music, but, you know, to do something else, you know, you always want to create music that people are going to relate to across everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So whether it's being, you know, emotional, you know, personal, or just being a, you know, gangster, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You try to relate and be the person that people could relate to, you know, so they've been giving, you know what I'm saying, like the last 5 years being with Blood, Sweat, and Tears has been a good thing, man. A lot of, like I said, I've been getting a lot of good game, a lot of exposure, you know what I'm saying, just being backstage, you know, different treatment, different element, you know what I'm saying. It's been a good thing, man. It's been beautiful.
As far as artists, you know what I mean, there's like hundreds of thousands of you know, flooded with artists because they could do everything alone and shit. How do you feel about, you know, the massive amount of artists that are in the business right now? Not necessarily doing it like big, but it's like flooded.
Yeah.
Is it a bad thing to you, or is it a good thing?
I mean, I don't hate on nobody, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna sit here and say anything bad, but it's my opinion is that all the artists need to be weeded out to the ones that are actually doing it and actually really creating some shit, rather than, you know, a lot of people are showing love to these fake ass dudes that just ain't out there just making music that ain't them, and then they just want to be, you know, they just want to be cool, trying to get the likes and views. I mean, some of us are out here really trying to do this to make a livelihood and do better, and really make music that's gonna be timeless and mean something. And then you got the guys that are, you know, you got people that are just doing it for fun, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? They make some cool shit too, but yeah, the amount of artists, man, I think, you know, some of it does need to be kind of filtered out, and, you know, some of them need to just kind of put it down, you know, and that's with your friends. If your friend can't rap, you be honest with your friend and you tell him he sucks. No. But yeah, nah, it's just really like that, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can do it, but, you know, not everybody should be doing it.
As far as like advice to another artist out there that may not be on your level, what kind of advice would you give somebody?
Man, like I tell everybody, man, when they try to, you know, they any of the youngsters or whoever, you know, trying to come to me and ask, you know, some opinions or advice, like you said, I always tell them, man, just practice your craft, man. If this is what you really want to do, for one thing, no, it's cutthroat, man. You really gotta sacrifice a lot. I've sacrificed a lot of time. I've sacrificed a lot of energy. You really gotta make a choice if this is what you're gonna do, man. It's no joke.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, fucking Nando Q, you know, thank you for doing this interview with me.
Thank you for having me, man. Oh yeah, man. Just got a new EP coming out. It's gonna be titled Inside My Thoughts. Probably spring release, you know what I'm saying? Got the single dropping here soon. Got a lot of work. We got the merch coming, the relaunch of the merch with Blood, Sweat, and Tears Music Family. So yeah, man, we got the work coming. J-Bug's getting ready to drop some new stuff. Graham's getting ready to drop some new stuff. The whole team's working right now. So, you know, it's gonna be a busy 2020, man. And yeah, like I said, I got plan on doing a couple projects this year, but the EP is definitely coming. I know I've been talking about it, but it's definitely coming here in soon. And you're gonna see a lot of work coming out of the camp this year. So definitely get ready and stay tuned.
Hell yeah, man. So I gotta get you on my project also.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. You send me that beat, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you again, and we out of here.
Yeah, man. You know, Nando Q. Shout out to Guile, man. You know what I'm saying? MM Minds. You know, boy been showing love since the jump, man. And you know, I got you. You know, you fuck with me, I fuck with you, man. It's all love.